Bid bye-bye to boring and hello to octane-fueled, fast-talking family fun. Fridays at 5 with the Auction Nearly Normals.
Can I get a roll, please? Can you pass me a roll, please? Can I get a roll? Pass me a roll, please. Looking for a roll. Pass me a roll. And once, twice sent from my brother on the left. Thank you.
How was school today, little Andy? Little Andy, how was school? How was school today, little Andy? How was school? Asking once, asking twice.
Can I get some butter for my roll, please? Butter for my roll.
No interrupting your father when he's speaking. No interrupting. How many times have I told you? I told you once. I told you twice. Told to the boy across the table.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just looking for butter for my roll. 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 Butter for my roll.
Still looking for an answer, little Andy.
I told you twice. School's fine, thanks. Elbows off of the table.
Join WTF for all the highs and lows of the Auction Nearly Normals. You'll be glad you bid.
Chicken once, twice, 3 times.
Touch me. How can it be? The sun always shines on TV.
Welcome to TV with TV's Jonathan Torrens. Today we're talking about hunters and gatherers. Not the prehistoric type like the Flintstones, the Geico Caveman, or Andy Rooney. No, today's hunter-gatherers are the ones that appear on our TVs foraging for treasures in rank places. You know, basements, double wides, Las Vegas. They can be separated into a couple different categories. There are the high-end hunters who love to deal in big game, like Aunt Elsie's Louis XIV's doily collection on shows like American Pickers. Then there are the low-life gatherers whose carpe junkum attitude leads to paying top dollar for the unseen contents of some jailed cabbie's abandoned storage locker on Storage Wars. Well, it seems like a relatively new genre of TV. The truth is, hunters and gatherers have had a presence on the small screen for decades. Just look at Antiques Roadshow and the swap shops of local community TV. Hey, what do you want for that Andy Rooney? And I admit, I get junk junkies. For them, it's the thrill of the hunt and the agony or elation of uncovering their prize's value. See, for me, it's the gathering of my thoughts after wasting a half hour watching them and promising myself I'm gonna hunt for a more productive pastime. Yet I do seem to keep watching for some reason. Maybe it's for the quirky factoids via pop-up balloon, like Moldova is a country in Europe, or you won't believe who this object drowned. And savvy viewers get pretty good at spotting a fake after a while, like the fights on Hardcore Pawn, where the brawlee somehow still has their mic pack attached as they're dragged from the store by the mullet. Back in the Dynasty days, it's hard to imagine tattooed pawnbrokers with smoker's cough becoming stars, but since money's become tighter than Aretha Franklin's Spanx, they've struck ratings gold. And this, my friends, is the new reality of TV. Even cash-strapped gatherers have gotten their very own subgenre on shows like Extreme Couponing, Hoarders, Animal Hoarders, and Extreme Animals Hoarding Coupons. Pretty sure that's a show. Hey, look what I found. A real vintage comedy joke pipe that someone just left in the sewer. Wonder if there'll be any use for this on the show coming down the pipe.
Hey, let me ask you something. What is the one item that belongs to your special someone that you'd love to throw out?
He has a really ugly African mask collection. I don't know what he's trying to pull, like who he thinks he is, but you don't need a whole set of African masks. So that's
How many African masks comprise a set?
He's got probably at least 15 or 20. It's ridiculous.
Why don't you just start chucking out one a week and just see if he notices?
I did. 2 are gone. There are 2 that are gone and will never come back. So.
Do you put them out in recycling, or are they compost, or how do you get rid of them?
Oh, I put them up on Craigslist. Yeah.
Really?
A little bit of cash for them. Yeah, it worked out well for me.
So you're meeting people behind your boyfriend's back to sell his African masks?
Yes, sir. That is true.
How much money have you raised with the illegal sellings of his masks?
Oh, probably about $80.
What did you do with that money? Treat yourself to a little something?
I did. I went shopping.
Yeah.
So, you want to salvage your own trashy TV show and turn it into a treasure? Here are the 5 items you'll need to scavenge. Number 1, deals. On Storage Wars, the deals are always hiding in the back and in the very last box. Sure enough, in amongst the old balls of yarn and jars of toenail clippings, there's an unlikely jackpot. Now, who on earth would have left this mint condition 1959 Ford Edsel in the box? You know, it's almost like the frantic producers planted it there after 6 weeks of finding nothing but one man's trash. Number 2, steals. As educational as these shows pretend to be, most of their edutainment is devoted to rip-offs and reenactments. See, the robbery seen on the show didn't actually happen on camera. It happened 6 years ago. That's why the face of police officer Johnny Law is blurred. Pawn Stars will teach you how to spot fake money. The Auction Kings will teach you how to spot fake furniture. And Relic Hunter reruns will teach you how to spot fake breasts. Number 3, meals. There's plenty of eats on these shows if you're not fussy. Hey, how about some baby goat, courtesy of Animal Hoarders? Of course, you'll have to coax it out of the trailer's bathroom first, but that's not the only way to get food from a can. Hang out with an extreme couponer and you could be noshing from their stockpile for years to come. Hope you like marshmallow fluff. They built an entire shelving unit to store it in their bedroom. Don't they know that less is more? Number 4, reveals. The storage locker ascends. Are you the brand new owner of a Matisse or a bag of facial hair left behind by agitated meth heads? Nothing better than watching faces light up as someone learns that one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Well, there is one thing better, seeing someone down in the dumps when they learn that one man's garbage is indeed sometimes just that. Number 5, squeals. Losing total control on TV isn't just for teen mom Amber anymore. Tell that gangsta with the sleeve of tats on Pawn Stars that his samurai sword's worth 20 G's, and you'll hear squealing like a housewife from Des Moines at a taping of Oprah's Favorite Things.
Hunters and Gatherers will continue. Welcome back to Hunters and Gatherers.
Shall I go now? Okay. I'm Madge Milson, and the girls are always telling me I've never met anybody pickier than you about fudge. It's got a bit of an aftertaste, I'm afraid. I love the thickest and the creamiest fudge. They must have used too much margarine. It's greasy. Some people think it's silly, you know, but I don't care. I love me some fudge.
Madge, I want you to sample this one with your mouth. I filled it with jalapenos.
Jesus, that's good fudge. It's so creamy.
Shall I wrap it up for you?
Yes, please. I love my fudge pack.
Fudge Pickers with Madge Milsom. Fridays only on WTF. WTF, what the fudge?
While a lot of hunter-gatherer hosts came out of nowhere, they tend to share a few qualities. One being they're not telegenic enough for scripted TV. Luckily, reality needs the unattractive like the Octomom needs Super Nanny. England's Paul Martin of Trust Me I'm a Dealer grew up next door to the Kinks, Ray and Dave Davies, which gave him a lifelong addiction to music. He drummed his way into the Average White Band, just for Kinks, and then even collaborated with the Eurythmics' Dave Stewart on a song that went straight to #1 in Japan. These days, even his music career is a collector of dust. Gothic gal Evan Michelson's taste is definitely acquired. The Oddities host delivers lectures at the Morbid Anatomy Library, but I heard nobody goes. She used to play music with a gothic industrial band called Killer Weasel, who set fires and showered the audience with fake blood, leading to rumors that people died at their shows. Yes, to leave, maybe. But it probably helped stoke her love for the kind of stock found at her store, obscura antiques and oddities. You know, human teeth, shrunken heads, monkey skulls, all the things that make up a Jersey Shore cast member. Did you know that Night Court's John Larroquette also had his own show, The Incurable Collector? Neither did anyone else, but amazingly, he got 36 episodes out of it before it was violently yanked from the airwaves. A passionate collector of rare books, like scripts with his name in them. Mr. Larroquette was previously a passionate collector of Emmys, earning 4 of them consecutively till 1989 when he requested not to be nominated. When it came to the incurable collector, though, he didn't have to ask. These days, he's an incurable collector of unemployment checks. Pawn Stars Corey Big Hoss is a heavyweight and wheelin' and dealin'. He's also just a heavyweight, weighing in at a coquettish 355 pounds. Just to put it in perspective, that's 9 Callista Flockharts, or one of Beth Smith Chapman's breasts. When he's not throwing his weight around his family's gold and silver pawn shop, where he started working at age 9, he's been known to toss it around biker bars. Big Hoss got arrested for battery in Murray's Saloon and Eatery in Big Bear Lake. Someone must have tried to tell him the kitchen was closed.
Hey, let me ask you something. What's your most prized possession?
Ooh, a fountain pen, which I don't have on me.
What is the significance behind it?
Well, it was a present to replace one that I'd earlier lost that was my father's through university. And all the shame that went along with losing it was replaced by him getting me a new one.
Where did the shame come from? From within or from external forces?
Oh, from within.
Dear Pack Rat celebrities, quick question. Why can't you just pay your storage bills on time? How busy are you? Do you really think I wanted to tune into Storage Wars and see rap mogul Suge Knight's wardrobe? Talk about junk in the trunk. More like crap mogul. Sure, it's satisfying somehow, celebs' locker shockers, but I didn't need to know that Madonna's locker contained pics of her with a plastic water gun shaped like man parts. And Burt Reynolds' overdue locker contained a letter about his spleen removal. Really? From whom? To whom? Charlie's spleen? And hey, Paris Hilton, I know you love exposure, especially southern exposure, like when you're climbing out of a friend's Ferrari, but I'm guessing you felt harassed when all your unpaid locker contents ended up for grabs, like tapes of you rapping racially insensitive lyrics, your prescription for an embarrassing adult ailment, and photos of you in the buff. I'm sure finding a buyer for the contents wasn't hard. Finding people who haven't seen pictures of you in the buff, on the other hand, ongoing.
More Hunters and Gatherers coming up. And now, Hunters and Gatherers continues.
There's one thing I like, it's a little junk in the trunk, you know what I mean? Time to pop that thing open and see what's inside. Come on, back that thing up. Pop, 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 pop. Can't wait to see what's inside. This dog is genuine ceramic. That could be worth anywhere from $1,500 to $28,375. Easy. Wood panel Greek fisherman, probably Louis XIV. It's probably worth 1.2 million yen to $700 US. What a piece. This one's rare, but I think I found the holy grail. Love Boat board game, still in a box. Most pieces intact. This could be $1.7 to $2.95 million. This is a very big item. Now the trick is, when the owner of these items does come up, sometimes when you look like you have money the way I do, the price tends to go up faster than gas. What do you want for this?
600 pounds.
How about 270?
I said 600.
400.
600. You got
Okay.
a problem with that?
600 bones.
Sucker.
Like taking candy from a baby is what that is.
Junk in the Trunkers, Sunday only on WTF.
One thing you know you're gonna see on hunter-gatherer shows is more highs and lows than a zipper on Rock of Love. So tonight we examine some of the biggest finds and fattest flops these shows have ever offered. With all the fines on storage wars, it's easy to see why the popularity of these auctions is exploding. Dave Hester, a regular strongly disliked by pickers and viewers alike, paid only $750 for a locker that contained nearly $90,000 worth of Elvis Presley press clippings. Hey Dave, are you loathsome tonight? Both the UK and American versions of the Antiques Roadshow have discovered million-dollar treasures. On the British version, it was a model for the Angel of the North sculpture. On America's Roadshow, the owner of a Chinese jade collection was told it could go as high as $1.7 million at auction. It ended up going for under 500 G's, but still, I'd take that just to get a Chinese jade collection out of my house. I hate clutter. With the high highs, though, come the low lows. So the heavy players from Pawn Stars lost big when Big Hoss was hoodwinked into paying $40,000 for a pair of diamond earrings that were smoking hot. As in, stolen. Oops. The cops ended up getting them for free. You know what they say, diamonds are forever, but stolen earrings are 4 years with no chance of parole. Another time, one of their customers thought he had a $30,000 knight's jousting helmet, but found out he just had a Victorian knockoff worth $4,500. What a nightmare. But the biggest televised flop after Cop Rock had to be Al Capone's vault. In 1996, a recently fired Geraldo Rivera was looking to hook his giant mustache back onto the airwaves, so he decided to open it on TV, live. Hyping the potential riches and/or bodies inside, they even brought along an IRS rep and a medical examiner just in case. But once the vault was opened, all they found was empty liquor bottles and a lot of empty airtime. Good thing the medical examiner was there, though, to pronounce Geraldo's career officially dead. Speaking of odd dolls, you couldn't get much odder than the names the Mistress of Mormon, Marie Osmond, gave to her QVC doll collection line. She's a little bit kooky, and we're a little bit confused. Please, hold doll your applause till the end. Welcome back to Hunters and Gatherers. You call it heads, we call it tails from a quarter. Tonight at 8:15, WTF proudly presents a shocking glimpse into the world of quarter hoarder Maria Willoughby.
These here are my little glitter babies. My little silver foxes, I call them.
I just want to do my laundry for once. Can you? Wow. But Bichard Simmons over there won't let me do it.
Sometimes it's bath time for my little silver glitter babies. Bath time's over.
They were out. Who runs out of quarters? Really?
Hey, do you want to see something? Employees only.